That's the original color, sir, huh?
It is.
And what was it called?
Premit, P-R-E-M-I-T.
Can you tell me a little bit about the car?
I'm babysitting it, but I know a little bit about it. It was totally restored. Took about 3 years to restore it. And it's a 50 Packard with all the options on it. They have the Providence on it. It's from the original owners. My wife's sons basically are the owner. He bought it for his wife in 1949 for a Christmas present. There's the front end of the car.
It's on the Packard magazine, eh?
And there's the rear end of the car. And Kevin Smith, my wife's boys. It's a flathead.
Flathead engine.
Well, it's a straight eight engine, 1948. The body, as you can see, is wood. And the interesting thing about these Woodies, these early Woodies, is that the wood is not slapped onto a metal frame. The frame is wood. The metal is attached to the wood. And I've got pictures of them being built in the factory. These people are putting together pieces of wood, making a frame out of wood.
Well, how do you keep it? How do you keep it? What do you do with it to keep it like
Well, I try to keep the termites out of it. Yeah, but it's the car is a very, very solid car mechanically. It's just a wonderful car mechanically. It would probably take $50,000 to do up the wood and everything and make a show car out of it. But that's not what I want. I just want a driving car.
Real wood.
How you managed to keep the wood looking like that?
You have to refinish it periodically.
I see that.
What you do is you put like furniture polish on it.
And you polish it with your arm.
Polish it with your arm. Even got a little award here, right?
I've had this vehicle for 5 years.
But it's got a brand new engine block.
Yes.
It was just built. The engine was built 5 years ago, and it was the original block out of the wood crate. So it's not a used block.
Well, all right.
It's NOS, considered new O stock. Our first Woody we found 25 years ago in a Tuscadero. Unfortunately, we were fools and sold it. And 20 years later, we found this car in a Tuscadero 4 miles from where our original Woody was found.
How about that?
Yeah, it took us about 10 or 12 years to find it. It also took first in the Los Angeles Concourse in its class. It's quite a special car.
The Model T Ford, there was nothing.
You know, and people they were restoring Model Ts in the 40s.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a hobby Hemmings Motor News was selling, and they were restoring Model A's and T's, and we've had the car 4 years now.
Wow. Is that the original color on it, do you think?
No, the car was originally a green, and it's a custom car, and when it was restored, we decided to paint it a color that was attractive to the interior and the given colors in the car. The interior is all the original color. The wood grain, wood interior is all original, and original to the color. I mean, it's all been redone, of course, but it's all... The car's a 41.
The car's
41
a
180.
I was going to guess 41.
You'd have been right.
Well,
Joe, this is my guy. The guy.
Not like it. When I first looked at this, I was wondering, because I looked at the car for a long, long time. Then I noticed, like, this had some fade in it. This was all restored at one time, not too long ago.
See all the splatter.
And then this must have happened where they were like testing it, and it sprayed. But now it doesn't spray.
When's your event?
I don't know. I'll check it out. Maybe in a few months from now.
He wants to win platinum in a few months.
Yeah, this is a 250, 1963 250 Lusso. And I think it's one of the most beautiful Ferraris, and I'm so lucky to have it.
how long have you had it?
A little while now, but just very lucky to have it.
You done any work on it?
Just I keep it clean.
Keeping it, I see
I was
that.
lucky enough.
What do you use besides a rack? What do you
A
use?
detailer. The detailer won't let me touch it.
That one right there was just bought last month for 1.6 million.
1.6.
And that's a 1 year newer, and that's a 4 cam. 4 cams are worth a little more than 2 cams.
Well, actually, what's your name, sir?
Mike Adams.
Mike. All right. How long have you had this here?
About 3.5 years. And
it's a baby, I guess, huh?
Yeah. It's only 3.5 years old.
And some of the high points are the battery, right?
Well, that's one. That's original. Everything on the car is original. Or rebuilt. Yes, I clean the car and play with it. It's a, sort of a toy.
Is this the original color?
No, it was red.
So what they do the whole thing?
The car is taken down to every single part taken apart and then rebuilt. There's what it looked like before, and there's every single part taken down to nothing and rebuilt.
Did you do that?
No.
I mean, did you have it done?
No. And then towards the end, you see things as it's being put back together. And see, that's what makes cars valuable, is by having all the paperwork.
How valuable would you venture to say?
1.25 million, 1.5.
Never been a California one. Right. JE was out of state.
It'd have a
so it's no AIR in it. Yeah. And it won't fall apart on me. It looks nice with the interior. Yeah, it's sort of a deco 427. Had this car 8 years.
And what did you do any restoration yourself?
Yeah, I wrote the checks. Isn't that most of the work?
And that with the check, how much would it make
Heavy
the car?
lifting with that pen.
Well, I don't know. It's about 100,000 to do one of these now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's about 100,000 to do one of these cars.
Nah,
So the more you do, the more you lose.
Oh, sure.
The more you lose.
Oh.
I'm gonna get thrown out of here.
That's how you turn $100 into 70.
And people are asking, where's my ticket to the Petersen? You got it in your pocket. Hang on to that. Come down and visit us. We'd love to see you there.
Well, Dick Messer, thanks so much. Can we have a little round of applause for Dick and the work that their staff does? And they bring their cars out and they show them everywhere. And it's just great to kind of be in the company of these guys. Thanks so much, Dick. Thank you, Dick. And the Greystone Mansion loves you. So, the Petersen Automotive Museum, 6060 Wilshire Boulevard, right at the corner of Fairfax, open Tuesday through Sundays. And you might want to look into a membership because that's tax deductible. It's a 501c3 organization. Your membership is tax deductible. And if you're a member, you also get a discount in the gift shop there. And that's one of my favorite places to shop. My mother does not always appreciate the Petersen t-shirt I get her every year on Mother's Day, but too bad, I got a discount on it. If you're thinking of getting into the classic car hobby, maybe you've been wowed by some of these cars. We've got everything here from some classic Ford T-Birds to, of course, the real expensive stuff, the very rare cars like the Packards and the Rolls-Royce. Santa Fe, the best of show, a stunning large motor car, and I'm going to have to think, when I see Alan Taylor riding along, I'm going to have to guess that a car like this would just look at home in the driveway of the Greystone Mansion. And so we've got the best of show. I'm going to hand over that beautiful Tiffany trophy.
A little bit of blowback.
It's burning a little oil, but we're at a property that oil builds. Sleeve valve engine is going to burn off when it warms up, but that's part of the essence of a car show. Our best of show. About a nice round of applause for all of our winners, and especially our best in show.
Come in, you can get to them, no problem. Work there, bud. Looks great. Yeah, we use all high quality wood as well.
Tell me what I'm looking at.
This is what I call functional fine art. I do Ferrari work, I do the artwork, and I base it on different cars.
I see Robert Escalante getting very excited. This is the Spirit of Greystone Award, and it's going to go to a 1929 Packard convertible sedan owned by Michael Hara of Santa Ana. And if you know Mike and you've met Mike, he brought a couple of cars today. And I see Robert bringing his camera and his entourage.
Hard to move that.
That's no excuse.
You have to move like 9 cars. Linda Leonard, who's actually going to accept the trophy, I'm just going to carry the trophy.
As Dave mentioned, April 10th, 2011, we have it scheduled for our second annual Greystone Mansion Concourse D Elegance. So, on behalf of the City of Beverly Hills, we thank you for your attendance. We thank you for coming to Greystone. We expect to see you back here again. And please drive home safely. Thank you.